These set of talks are going to be called the trajectory talks. When I mean trajectory talks, because what is the trajectory in which we have to focus in order to take India forward and to how to strengthen the economy of India. Many steps have been taken in the past, and now we have to take further steps to catch up with the world market, which we have lost over a period of 20 years. One of the major areas which many people have missed out is tourism. Tourism is a highly risky project, but it's a highly liquid project. When I say highly risky, if we have something like the COVID attack, tourism comes to a standstill. And all those who depend on the tourism part of it will get affected. They lose money, many of them lose lives because of the reason they are not able to match up with the requirements. But tourism is a very lucrative, very interesting concept which India can develop. Why I'm talking about tourism is that when I went on a recent tour of Greece, I saw the economy of Greece. Its major revenue is from tourism, which is approximately $1.6 trillion. And it's a small group of islands. They had nearly 40 lakh tourists in the last year. India got so much of potential. It's got so many tourist spots which we can expose to the tourists, to the international tourists. And when we make that kind of thinking possible, then we can see the returns that flow through it. These are the small micro acts which I'm talking about to take India global. Suppose imagine that India makes it 5 times, because it's got the 5 times the size of Greece or even more than that, but the number of tourist spots, if we are able to develop, if it is 5 times, you are looking at about, I know, how many? 5 into 40, 2 crore people. Now, let's leave it like that. Leave it at the first stage when we start off slowly. From 10 lakhs, let us try to make it to 30 lakhs within the next 2 years. Now, for every lakh of persons, you require at least 20,000 people servicing them. I'm talking at a very, very minimal level. But if you really want to make it a tourist spot, you may require more services being rendered. So if you look at it, 1 lakh people require 20,000 people. So 40 lakh people, you are looking at 40 times. That means 40 into 20, you're looking at 8 lakh jobs of possibilities. 8 lakh job possibilities. So when you look at that 8 lakh jobs possibility at the minimum level, if you had to multiply it 5 times, you are going to have a labor shortage. And that is one area which India needs to tap. We have one of the largest beaches in the world. We are a peninsula with a lot of water around us. We have hills, we have valleys, we have forests, we have reserve forests showing tigers, lions, you name it, we have it. We have the best possible place to show the world for snakes, Agumbe. You are looking at birds, Bharatpur. You are looking at so many beautiful places available for tourists, but why haven't we exploited it to the level to which other countries which have very limited areas to show how much have exploited that? You are looking at, I'm looking at the scale of operations which can happen if we are to increase our tourist levels from now the current 20 lakhs to 40 lakhs. You are looking at hotels, you are looking at bus services, you are looking at drivers, cleaners, every type of car mechanics, lorry mechanics. You are looking at transportation, you are looking at so many possibilities. And those possibilities should be exploited. When we make it a strong tourist spot, then we are looking at India becoming a global center of operations. Why do you say that I'm looking at tourism as one of the major things, and how is going to make India a global center of operations? When we look at people coming into India and to see India, we are going to make it a better place for them to look at and a better place for us to live in. It's a two-way street. And you are hitting two birds with one stone. Imagine that suppose they are going to come to a village in the heart of, say, Maharashtra. They are going to have a very clean village, which is going to be the place at which they are going to stay. The tourists are going to stay. You are going to show the village around, and you like to showcase your village. And when you showcase something, it means that you are going to keep it clean. You are going to provide them clean water, every type of facility. That means the people, after the tourists are gone, are going to enjoy the same facilities which the tourists have enjoyed. So you are looking at a two-way street. It not only develops financially, but environmentally also there are possibilities if we really look at the possibilities. So tourism, I will be talking about it a little more about tourism as we go. But I am trying to say this is one of the minimal areas in which India can exploit its available resources. If we are to look at huge cruises, they are starting from down the Hooghly, down the Krishna River, down Godavari, down the Brahmaputra, around the Arabian Sea, the Bay of Bengal, the Indian Ocean. The possibilities are immeasurable. You are talking about huge cruises where you can have 1,000 people coming in and 1,000 people going out. And you are looking at employment opportunities. You are looking at ship manufacturing. You have to do it in the way that the people get attracted to be within India. And how are we going to do about it? That is what the microcosm matters. Step by step, when we are able to identify the areas in which we will be able to generate employment and also make the exchequer feel stronger and also make the environment cleaner and stronger, then we can imagine how the jumping board we are on. We are jumping from one trajectory to another trajectory. And that is what we are lost, and we should not lose time again. We are just focusing on a few places like the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort, a few palaces in Jaipur or in Jodhpur in Rajasthan, and that is all. We don't showcase the other places which are available in plenty in India. West Bengal is a lost tourist paradise. West Bengal was the cradle of India's civilization. West Bengal was the place where you have those beautiful forts. You have the beautiful bungalows, as you call them, the Havelis. The fantastic location of those Havelis. I think in Bankura, you have a beautiful fort and a beautiful place where they are having the terracotta buildings. And there are so many places. I'm talking about a place in West Bengal. West Bengal has huge resources for tourism. The Hooghly. If we are to clean up the Hooghly and take a cruise around the Hooghly, you can imagine the type of tourism you are going to develop in West Bengal. Then let's move to Orissa. You have old forts. You have old temples. You have beautiful rivers. You have forests. And you have plateaus. What is not available, I'm just talking about 2 states in India. What is not available? Think about it. Let us focus on it and let us talk about it. I'll take it in the next talk. Thank you.